What up, Deuterinos? I am unholy tired. I don't know why. Like, I'm getting fantastic sleep. Or at least so I thought. But holy shit. It's just continuing to get worse. Oh, I realized I probably should have updated my Twitch title. There we go. So tired I was. I forgot to do that. Usually I do that like first. Like I actually ended up seeing a. When was the last time I streamed? I forget. Hold on, let me look. I thought I mentioned this. I ended up seeing a allergy ENT doctor, and he was like, "Yeah, your nose is like kind of re-deviating itself." I'm like, "Really? Went through all that bullshit." I was like, at first it was like, "Yeah, no, it looks good." There's like very little like memory. Hey, random, how's it going? It was like, yeah, it's like very little memory and stuff like that with the cartilage in your nose, and then now my nose is like re-deviating itself. Probably it's not going to be as bad as it was, but I'll see if I can get an appointment with the guy who did my surgery and just say like, hey, how's it looking? And it's not like I could do a whole lot anyways, because everyone's like, yeah, I mean, you did. Oh, why'd I load up Warframe? That is how fucking tired I am. Jesus Christ. And close. And close. Close. Fuck. Small dick, big stick. It's an average size stick. It's nothing special. Have we ever exchanged any Giphies on Steam? No. who uses Steam chat in the year of our Lord 2026? Okay, I joke, but apparently there was that like Steam making their own like bootleg Discord thing. I'm like, I'm kind of all for that, but I like legitimately have not used Steam chat in a billion years. All my homies just hit each other up on Discord. The hell is a Giphy is one of those like GIF V websites. Those like silent MP4s. So like Steam has a built-in feature. Oh, well we don't use Steam. Steam chat. Yeah, I think you can do this in Discord as well. But on Steam, if you just type in like /GIF or /Giphy, it will just pop up like the closest GIF that it thinks is appropriate to what you said. And it can be really funny sometimes because just having like /Giphy, you know, marzipan, and you'll get like a GIF of cunnilingus or some shit. Probably not, but like, oh, I accidentally took off my pride. Now I shall never be killed. Unless the actual phrase is, pride cometh off before the fall, in which case I am fucked. Why did I go this way? No, let's have this way. You still use Steam text chat daily, and it is you never like Discord. That's fair. I mean, for me, I like don't talk to anyone really in the first place, so there's like no one to Steam chat that I don't have on Discord. That's how I do it. You throw bricks with messages attached, some are cursed. I forget which one. There was one that I typed like something very simple word of like slash Giphy, and it came up with like the most unhinged shit. Like we're talking like the grapefruit technique kind of GIF. If you're familiar with that, if you're not, don't be. It is unholy. You know what? No, we're going down this pathway. We are actually doing this right now. So the grapefruit technique is a really fucking funny video. It is like as far as I can tell, played completely straight. It is just this woman. It's an instructional video of how to give a blowjob using a grapefruit. I guess. I don't know, but like the funny part is the noises she makes is like rabid Donald Duck when she goes down on that thing. Like it's not like it's usually like a dildo with like a fucking grapefruit around it, and the noise she makes is like. It's like, this is shit you not exactly that, and it's the funniest fucking thing known to man. But here's where it gets further wild. I actually looked this person up, and they actually had like physical courses on how to improve your man's sexual pleasure. That was a spot-on recreation. I'm glad. I make unholy noises to myself in the bathroom of my hospital. I am not joking. She was hungry. Oh, Jesus. But I looked up courses, and last I saw, like her course packages went out to like $800. It includes, like, you know, in this course you'll be provided like dildos and like other stuff, and it's like in person. And I swear to God, I'm not joking, there was a fucking disclaimer at the bottom that you don't keep the dildos. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't care. Like, honestly, I don't care how well you clean that thing. If you tell me I'm like sucking on some silicone rock candy that someone else had in their mouth, nah, I wouldn't do that shit. But that's just me. I ain't no woman. It was removed. That does not surprise me in the slightest, like at all. I want to say I actually did see someone. You know those like I don't know if they still exist. They probably still do to some extent, where you can like take a GIF and put a video to like timestamps and everything over it, and they'll play side by side. I'm pretty sure I saw one that was actually just Donald Duck having a tantrum with the blowjob sound effect from that video, and I fucking pissed myself. It's so good. But yeah, I always remember the fact that you could take blowjob courses from her, pay like it was like $800 or some shit. This was back in like 1987 money. For reference, it was like 2020, like 2012 to 14 probably. Between 14 and 16. BC. And yeah, I was like 500 to $800, and straight up was like, you just don't keep the dildo. Like, if I'm paying $800, what do you mean the dildo is not included? Also, I gotta take off one of my headphones because we're gonna have like, there should be a maintenance guy coming in, and I realized if they walked in and I could not hear them when I'm talking about all this shit, that would have been really fucking funny. I don't know how long the inspection is gonna be. It's not a big apartment. Turns out honestly, it's really funny. I wouldn't care. I'd be like, yeah, I'm weird. You're the one who walked into my house.
Boldly, so that all may find you when the night falls.
Mine with the An asterisk. You know, I went out and checked the mail today. I got a letter in the mail that was like, this is a mail from the, and are now reevaluating their life. Hey, that's their fault. They wanted to work for big apartment. They have to live with the things that they have to see. Barging into like a random people's houses, unannounced, technically. Like they announced they'd be doing this, but they didn't. But they don't give any time frames when. And I have no idea how long these are gonna be. I was hoping they would be like, yeah, you know, they walk in, because I'm like should be pretty early in. We should be getting mine done today, but they could also end up doing it like another day if it goes too late. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I got a letter in the mail, and it was like, here's a letter from the Office of the Attorneys General, and it's like official notary and not like some random bullshit advertisement or whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck did I do this time? Turns out it was just my new nursing license for the state. I was like, all right, I forgot I did that. I was like actually shitting my pants right now. I was like, oh fuck. I was like, it's not A4 yet. I haven't done my taxes yet. I definitely will. I promise. Don't come after me, TurboTax Daddy. Or whoever like actually runs this country when it comes to taxes. Oh hey, I have a breach. Haven't seen one of those since Breach League. Or whatever the Keepers of the Flame was. Don't forget to register your pets with the city. Well, I don't have a pet, so I'm good. I'm literally like not like out of the house for 12 hours a day for 3 days a week. Some weeks they're just gonna be alone for God knows how long. There's no way. Oh, no way I can have a pet realistically. I'll be so goddamn depressed and bored. God damn it. Too windy. Couldn't make it through everything. Oh. The ancient womb gift. I don't like anything that they discussed here with that league. Not with that attitude. Are you implying I should hire gnome babysitters? In which case, I like the cut of your jib. Or is it Gib? I don't know. The jury's still on that one. Personally, I like Gibbs. Anyone? Ooh, that's fat. Yep, no. I'm more of a jib guy. It just sounds more visceral, jib. Sorry, gib. I mean, you got that hard G, gib. Why'd I come down here, anyways? Oh yeah, the Book of Sins. I just kind of cleared out the whole area. You see, we're yipping, sir. And I'm glad I didn't have any kind of lisp, or else that would sound very weird.
Be time for that.
Oh yeah, you know what's really fucking funny? And this is funny only to me and probably really horrifying to anyone else. And me and all the doctors laughed about this. It was so fucking good. Requires, how much hive blood do I have? I apparently have no hive blood. I guess I'll walk over here and go to the monastery. Over the weekend, I had a patient in one room, and like first thing in the morning, I had to like immediately send them to a higher level of care because they were exploding. And then cool, you know, that's taken care of. Do I? Okay, so you don't need the arms anymore. I don't know why I thought I still had the arms.
Welcome.
And then like the very next patient I got into that room, immediately also had to be sent to that same higher level of care because they were also exploding. Not literally exploding random. Just like everything went to shit like right when I walked in the day. And then when I got the new person, everything also went to shit. So like those two people that were there for like a couple hours each was like my entire 12-hour day. And I was talking to the doctor.
Good to see you.
They overheard the conversation while I was talking, you know, going over with the nurse about the case. And so they didn't meet Torg. I saved them from that fate, fortunately. That would have been real bad if they did. Unfortunately, I did not touch that waypoint. Damn. But yeah, so one of the doctors was like, yeah, I ended up taking that case. So-and-so, they used one pronoun, and I'm like, no. We're talking about insert other pronoun. There were two people I sent up there. And the doctor just fucking pissed herself laughing. It's like, really? Oh, I got some shit luck. I'm like, yeah, I do. I do. It was really fun. I have amazing luck when it comes to my patients, like all the time, to the point where whenever I see one of my coworkers, the first thing, she's one of the telemetry monitor people, so whenever like someone's heart decides to like peace out, she like tells me, like, hey, they're checking out. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll take a look on them. Like, not literally, no exaggerating it, but it's like, hey, you know, the person has like a really high heart rate all of a sudden. What are they doing? I'm like, oh, they're pooping or whatever. I didn't believe your bad luck until I saw your Baldur's Gate 3 rolls. It's a good fucking point. Why are you freezing my dick, please? I don't like it. Ah, he's getting faster. Do you have Soul Eater? No, always he goes in rages with life loss. Oh wait, I have Decoy Totem. Goated. Got that Decoy Totem. And yeah, so the God, I lost my train of thought. Oh, let's stay on for a second. Oh yeah, so every time I see this person, she always looks at me dead in the eye every single day I show up to work, and she's there. She says, "You better not be on your shenanigans today." And I just look at her and say the same thing. I'm like, "I'm trying not to." And then we had this traveling unit clerk, not traveling, but like a float pool. So she goes to like different floors all the time. And when I got floated to a different unit, she was there as well, and she saw me and she was like, "Oh, Jesus Christ. You're not gonna have any more chaos happen today, are you?" And I just say, "I never try to." And it was an extremely busy day, and I just looked at her and I'm like, yep, that's what you get for working with me. Like, I haven't done anything. I just bake cookies and show up to work, and I'm just like the chaos gremlin at this hospital for some fucking reason. God was like, yes, I will make him my greatest warrior. Make him deal with all the bullshit. And even when, and finally when I got all the problem childs out of the way, I had a patient who, like, oh my god, trying to explain things to them was definitely difficult. They were so focused on one issue that like anything they thought was related to what they thought it was, they like didn't want. So I was gonna give them a heart rhythm medication, and they were like, no, I don't want that. I'm like, you have a history of some really fucking awful heart rhythms. Please take it. This is what this medication's for. And they said no. I said, okay, I notified the doctor. And then throughout the entire day, they were like, hey, this patient had like 2 minutes of a potentially lethal heart rhythm. And that was just like on and off throughout the entire day. Until I finally told the patient, like, dude, quit being a bitch. I was like, your heart's fucked up right now. you missed this. You better take the damn thing. And I said, okay. I was like, come the fuck on. Why'd you have to make me do this all day? I thought I would get paid. I mean, and granted, this is only half joking. I thought I would, like, when I went to school and got my degree, I thought that I would just be, you know, I would be like taking care of people. I'd be doing a lot of like, you know, medically related, like procedure, like not procedures, but like, you know, a lot of very specific things like wound dressing changes, making sure people are being taken care of and kept clean. They don't tell you in nursing school that like you're just getting paid to be a babysitter who went to school for like 4 years. That was one thing I had to realize. I had to go into the thing. I'm too distracted with my stories. Ooh. The Black Maw Talisman. I mean, eh. And Lightbane's Raiment. That's mid. Physical damage converted to chaos damage. Yeah, I mean, it's more armor, actually. And like, chaos resistance is kind of destroyed, so I'll be taking... I have no resists. Oh, no. Anyways, let me see the message that Namagre sent. Why did it take me until now to realize you could just put Mr. in front of Torg to avoid confusion with the XCOM character Torque? I'll be honest with you, I didn't realize until I was playing Borderlands 3 with Ben that it's Torg. I genuinely thought his name was Mr. Torque. And I thought the company, well, I didn't even know about Mr. Torg himself, but I thought it was, the company was Torque. Because they have, you know, like, they had, like, car aesthetics and shit like that. Would you not think it's, like, Torg? Or Torque instead of Torg? I'm like, what the fuck do you mean it was Torg the whole time? Bro. You have no idea. And like I think, like, the thing that didn't really have me too concerned is that when you look at them, they didn't have any symptoms, and there was obviously other stuff going on that was like effectively a safety net. So it's like, you know, when you have someone who's capable of making decisions, if they want to say, you know what, I'm just gonna not take my medications and die, I guess technically you kind of have to just let them do that, because I can't like shove pills into someone's throat. I think the only thing is like if they are a full code, like not a do not resuscitate. If they do like become unconscious and like enter any kind of like cardiac arrest or whatever, because they are now unconscious and cannot make any further decisions without like explicitly stating, you know, if I go out, fucking don't do anything. We would immediately like resuscitate them and give them all the stuff that like they wouldn't get, like, or like that caused this or whatever in a situation like that. I would imagine.
I can't do this just yet.
Yeah, it's fun sometimes doing this job. Sometimes it genuinely does feel like you're like a babysitter taking care of toddlers, but instead of toddlers just doing whatever they can to kill themselves, it's like people who are like, I like telling you with intention, I'm gonna do whatever I can to make your life miserable, and then just doing it. Damn, I phase changed that shit in like 2 hits. Oh hey, me. I better not fucking catch you in my goddamn hospital. You're not getting any of my morphine. Did I miss? I don't think I did. Oh, I probably did miss. I have an 87% chance to hit. Christ. You would want that anyways. Good, it's mine. You better not. Hippocratic oath versus let Darwinism sort it out. Listen, I can't do anyone harm if they're doing harm to themselves. I'm not the one doing it. I think that's it. I think it's. Is it? Let me. I think it's with an I. Is it? Yeah, it's IPPO. Like literally just like a hippo. It's the Hippocratic's Oath. You have to take it anytime you go off on a you go off to the safari to rate hippos and how like voluptuous they are. Why did he moan when I kill him? Where's the two-piece on? Did I misspell it? Yeah, no, it is two-piece. I know, but if I bend the word to my will to make a joke, then I can make the joke. Fine, it's the oath you take when you ship hippos across the world. You have to take the Hippocratic Oath before you can crate the hippos. Fuck you. Go. You know what's fun? I don't think I ever actually took the Hippocratic Oath. Like, I don't recall anywhere in my nursing course where you, like, did that. There was like a Nightingale Oath, which I'm gonna be honest, sounds fucking metal as fuck. It was like you pledge an oath to Nightingale's Testament or some shit. Like I know it's like Florence Nightingale, but like Nightingale is such a metal ass name. So like, oh look at the lame doctors pledging themselves to some Greek dipshit who's, what's so good about him? He died. He couldn't have been that great. Meanwhile I pledge myself to the Testament of Florence Nightingale. How fucking rad is that? I mean, yeah, she's also dead, but like, that makes it more metal. You know? I made bread the other day. It was so good. It came out way better than I had any right to be. And I finally was able to test that. Oh shit! Sorry, I almost died. I forgot to chug my Pepto-Bismol. You know, I realized I didn't even have to force the word bismuth in there, because I just remembered Pepto-Bismol does have bismuth in it. Instead of my bismuth flask. And you're looking at a Nightingale, and it's just a silly cute, but wait, hold on a second, is that true? Is this true? I need to know. Images. Nightingale bird? Oh my god, it is a silly little bird. That is such a silly little, oh my god, oh my god. Picture that on screen. I don't think I ever have. Why is it called the common nightingale? I haven't seen one of those shit. Where do they exist? Oh, apparently they're all in like, apparently they're mostly in Africa, Europe, and Middle Eastern and Asian territories. Yeah, okay, so they're not really like an American thing, I guess. Good. Bird. What's their... I was gonna pronounce their scientific name, but I can't fucking pronounce that. Lucinia Or Lucinia Megarinchos. Megarinkos. I don't know. I don't speak a dead language. One of the rare times you heard it was in a reference to a nurse in training from the BPL, when the BPL army mod was made for Xenonauts 2. It was the reason a bat with the inscription "Do no harm" was added, which heals people it hits. It's really funny. Alright, two-handed mastery. 3% chance for triple dipple damage. Ruthless hits Ruthless hits Intimidate would be so much better. However, 3% chance for triple damage. 3% chance for triple damage. I don't think it stacks with double damage though. I think if you roll triple damage, you don't do double damage. Yeah, I'll be honest. I know nothing about Florence Nightingale though.
Do this just yet.
I like actually don't. Because like modern nursing is about doing paperwork, playing legal defense for your hospital, and giving people so many narcotics. I think there was one time I really wanted to like have a piece of paper and just count how many like pounds of narcotics I give out in like a given year. The most pointless thing ever. But like sometimes I just wonder. Like it's always a nice surprise when you have someone at the hospital and they have like some pain that isn't controlled by just like stuffing narcotics in their face. The BPL armory mod is very funny. Weapons are ridiculous. Black Pants Legion. It's like a podcast / like a tabletop thing that also the random likes to listen to. Pretty good. I've listened to a couple of it. I'm just like not a. I go in like phases. I'm not a podcast guy, but I also like listening to like people ramble on like live stream highlights. Like I'm not a podcast. It's like, oh, it's a community. Okay, I wasn't aware of that. The way it was presented to me made it sound like it was just like a specific group of dudes. But like, while I don't like listen to podcasts, I will in fact be caught dead watching Jaw Strife Says. I couldn't tell you the logic behind that. It's just how I roll. He's also a founder. It'd be really fucking funny if you founded that entire like group and you just weren't very well known in it. You're just like constantly being like, guys, I'm special, right? It's like, who are you? I made this place. Oh, okay. It goes back to being ignored. Speaking of like big people that I like don't know about, apparently, so, like I got called out by someone. They were talking about like a silly thing, like, oh man, like the Terraria, like in Terraria. I remember seeing like an old forum post of someone saying how like this one weapon became so dominant with the like after like a new bullet type got added that they basically balanced the game around one singular like class. Like, you know, you have ranged, melee, and mage. This was before summoner was added. And I was like, they dropped a name and I said, wait, so what was I gonna say? They dropped the names. I'm like, okay, so was this like a mod or what? Because like in my head, I could not fathom such an absolutely stupid design decision that adding one ammo type makes one like relatively early-ish gun so fucking good that you balance the entire game around that one class. That I was like, oh, it's gotta be mod, right? No. And they were like, are you joking? I'm like, no. And they brought up the fact that I was like, yeah, no, it was like this is like the person I mentioned was like one of the most like well-known Terraria developers outside of like the guy who like mainly runs the studio. Which is and I was like, oh, okay, neat. And they put an emphasis on was because apparently he died like 2 years ago, and I had never heard it, despite how much I liked Terraria. And I'm like, oh, whoops. That's also just me living under a rock. That was like firmly in my like when I was like starting my media apathy arc, right? Just like don't give a shit. You know what? How about you just get distracted, please? Thank you. Get fucked. Pop this. Smash. 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 Oh, I'm missing my smashes. I probably could have popped him earlier, but also fine. Seamus's gift, or Samus's gift, if you want to drive people insane. It's all dog shit.
When you try to control
you know, I could probably just drop this womb on the floor because level 50. Oh, I'm level 60. Jesus Christ. I wonder if this means Helena's available. Best leave that be. Jesus Christ, my dude. What the fuck? What's the rally cache? Okay, here we go. Moving while bleeding does not cause you to take more damage. Forgot how good that was. And a completely random note. Recently, I made the Grinlock in Warframe kinda bussin'. Took a lot of bullshit to get working, but I did, and I'm happy. Because Warframe has like 2 lever action rifles, and one of them, technically 4, but 3 of them are variants of the same exact goddamn weapon. And one of them is like statistically the best, so there's 2. I guess technically 5, but also 4 are variants of 2 weapons. But also one is statistically better, so you know, 2. And you know what? I'm gonna do something really fucking stupid here. I'm gonna go to the next area, and if I still remember, I'll do something stupid. But yeah, but like there's 2 lever action rifles in the game, I believe, and ooh, a 6 socket, not a 6 link, but a 6 socket. Ooh, a heavy belt. Yeah, strength. I missed. I fucking missed my own goddamn inventory too. So good at this video game. Light resist would be nice, but you know what? I'm staying alive. I'm doing pretty good. But yeah, so there's only 2 in the game. One of them is burst fire. So like you just fire it twice, then you cock the lever, and I'm like, that's gay. I don't like that. But like it also kind of looks cooler. Like the Grinlock is like kind of tiny. But you know what? I like the Grinlock more still. So I've been trying really hard on and off to make it good. I think I finally found like the in. And that's just stacking an absolute bitch ton of crit. Would you prefer an HK slap? I mean, on a lever action? Could that be really funny? I wouldn't mind that. Would not mind that at all. I wonder if there is an HK slap in Warframe. They have a lot of like very specific like references to a lot of like modern guns in like how things are reloaded and like other like niche shit. I would not be surprised if there was like a specific I don't like that you just said I ate one moment. That implies that you just like have something ready. And that prospect terrifies me. Alright, I'm doing the stupid thing now. Also, you sent me a picture of what the fuck is that? A Balestrino crossbow. How That looks really tiny. I'm gonna post a picture of that. If there was one, it would have been on the AK. Maybe? No, because I think the AK has its like own like a reload thing. Because of where the receiver is on the AK. Like how you kind of like tilt it inwards and then pull the thing back. But it's been a while since I've used the AX-52. That crossbow's from the Renaissance. Oh, that's a picture of a bird. You know what? Bird picture. We get to see the nice bird picture again. That's a tiny looking crossbow. Oh shit, sorry. You got to hear my my default Warframe. Sorry, my open beta Warframe energy orb sound effect of a ringtone. I was finally sent that sound effect, and I'm like, all right, this is pretty good. I'm glad I found this. Like that classic energy orb noise. Slaps. I realize I probably don't have to stand there. I looked away for like 2 seconds and I fucking exploded. God damn it. Why you gotta do this to me random? I don't like how that, because I have 0 shields, it always says shield 0 on the top of my screen. I'd really like it. I'd really like it if it didn't do that. Okay. Now I'm doing the thing. This is so scuffed. I'll draw. I don't care about that. Just a couple jewelers. But I don't wanna use my last thing. Roll please. Fine. Come on, just 1 scroll of wisdom. All I need. That is all I need. You found it? Okay, dab me up with that shit, homie. After I kill all the enemies here. Wait, leave me alone. How dare you use elemental shit on me? My one weakness. Anything that isn't just like pure physical damage. Alright. The 15 in 1. I think I saw this pop up, but I never actually watched it. Oh, some tabs. I have a lot of tabs open, okay? A lot of stupid tabs. I'll actually move the window capture from Path of Exile to YouTube. Well, apparently this is what you're referring to. Oh, I hate this already. I love this so much. The error! I'm a little sad they didn't make it so you have to do, like, every single thing. Okay, good. There we go. I was hoping you'd have to interact with everything just to fire 1 shot. That is so fucking terrifying. One thing I've always wanted to do now that I can draw is, like, never learn how to draw an actual gun. Only ever draw, like, those really cursed guns that you see in, like, Japanese media. Like how like some mangas just are never able to draw a gun to save their lives. And you'll always end up with whatever they think just looks cool because they have no idea what a gun is. All right, now for the stupid thing I was gonna do. The Fallout 4 assault rifle. I think that's also fair. Honestly, people make fun of guns being silly and unrealistic all they want. I still stand by the fact that, like, fuck it. I think most of them look sick. Like the really stupid impractical fake guns. All right. Here's the thing now. So I I fucking whipped out my phone, loaded up Warframe, just so I can take a build screenshot of my my goddamn Grinlock. Where is the image? I told you it's stupid. So this is my Grinlock build. I'm using Frost. So I'm using Dagoth, so my viral's covered. So my pet is a hound with cold and corrosive, so that I can get my frostbite stacks up. The critical delay, you can use the Grinlock augment. I just didn't have the polarities for it. I did this with instead of aptitude, I also had cannonade. But I said, maybe I can like make it a little bit more consistent if I use aptitude instead of cannonade. Because like sometimes you'll hit enemies for like nothing, sometimes you'll hit them for like a lot. It depends on your stacks. Yeah, no, the augment is exactly the same as critical delay. I just did for some reason I just didn't put the right slots for. I don't know what I was doing. I didn't touch that build in ages. But yeah, that's what I was rocking, and like it does work. You could probably put a viral instead of blast if you're not running Dagoth, but I'm running Dagoth, so like I just use her one every now and then. Hold on. Funny. It's your fault. It's your fault for putting yourself so goddamn close to each other, making yourself do more work. Was he hitting me with a fucking fan? What the hell is that? Oh god, that's a new modifier. I think another reason I took off cannonade is because I forgot that because I'm using hounds, I have a reinforced bond for a 60% fire rate, and that fire rate outweighs the critical delay. Oh yeah, you know what? Another good example of a gun that I like. That's like, oh, I was frozen. A gun that I like that makes no fucking sense is, let's see, impale. 10% chance that for all impales on an enemy to last for an additional hit. 10% chance to remove all impales from the enemy. Multiply their damage. Number of hits they have left. I don't know, man. I'm not so sure if that's like necessary. Like, I mean, these sound good. I don't know how big that is with like a damage boost though. I'm thinking fortify. Oh yeah, melee hits which stun have a chance to fortify on hit. That'll get me some hot defense. I still haven't found a single scroll of wisdom. They jacked up the currency drop rates, but apparently not giving me any fucking scrolls of wisdom. Is this game calling me a forehead? Not giving me any goddamn wisdom. But yeah, the Deep Rock Galactic Shotgun, I really like that. Because isn't it like a pump action shotgun that like isn't cycled with the pump in any way, shape, or form? Like I know that I remember someone breaking it down and pointing out that like the shotgun in that game just makes no sense in practical standpoint. But honestly, the shotgun in Deep Rock Galactic is good, because like you have a shotgun, and whenever you want it to be cooler, you can pump it, which is like perfect. So you know. And then didn't they actually add an overclock that forces you to pump it with every shot and gives you more damage but slower fire rate? Which is also fucking perfect. Yeah, because it's really funny because the shotgun by default isn't semi-automatic. Full auto is one of the upgrades, but even when it's not full auto, it's still not pump action. You wish there was an LMG with a pump. See, I know what you're thinking. Like, you know, you like pump it to like, you know, remove the belt or whatever. What I was thinking was you have to pump it with every shot. And I'm thinking, damn. All them child soldiers are gonna be at a huge advantage. Oh, fucking terrible. It's an absolutely awful joke. I do not apologize.
You've done well.
Graceful sword, and it's one-handed. Lame. You know some weird LMGs. My favorite LMG is like the, I think it's called like the Peroni or some shit. It's an LMG that uses like clips for its ammo, and you just lay stacks of the clips in a box over on top of each other. So that like, in theory, that gun can just fire without ever needing to reload, because all you have to do is just, it's like once a clip is expended and the other one like falls into place, you just put another one on top. That's like such a fucking good idea that probably has many faults, but to me it's perfect because it looks cool. Bro installs that shopping cart onto his LMG. He's going for those light machine groceries. Really? Oh, man. Alright, be that way. I got 24 hive blood. That wasn't enough to birth anything anyways. Like the Nordfelt volley guns. Your plan was to lock the belt in place, actually? That could work. I just like the idea of cycling it with the pumping. Really fucking funny for a machine gun. A pump action anti-tank rifle. The Japanese. Was it Japanese element? I thought it was French. Let me see. No, it's Italian. The Italian Perino. Yeah, the Perino model 1908. I might sound like I know a thing or two, but that's because I watched a single Battlefield 3 reload video and was like, oh, new autism just dropped? Just like when I watched the Monster Hunter Generations release trailer, I saw Mizutsune and I was like, shit, it's over, guys. This is my Space Jam. If anything will make me a furry, it's this. It hasn't, so I'm clear. Yeah, the World War I LMG. Because it was in the non-confusingly titled Battlefield 1. Not to be confused with Battlefield 2, the game from 1994 or 2004 or some shit like that. Man, I gotta go back and play some more Battlefield 6. But like I wasn't good at that game when it came out, and now that it's been out for like months, and I'm probably like the player count's a lot more condensed, I'm probably gonna be extra shit, and it's just not gonna be fun anymore. It's like I'm just like not good enough and don't take those games as serious enough to like match the gamers of today. Every time I want to play a new game, I think, even going by the TF2, I'm kind of rusty, and there are people who like still play this game and never stop. Like, do I really want to go back to Team Fortress 2? I saw a fucking Onion article title that was fucking fantastic. Apex Legends player states he is finally good enough to make it impossible for anyone to have fun. Which is like so fucking perfect. I love the Onion. Shockingly, it really shows how good the Onion is at writing when even in our modern era, the Onion still manages to make things like funny instead of actually being like a legitimate news reporter. That said,
I found a way to blaze a trail to the
How about I just not do this? Complete the objective. That said, it'd be really fucking funny if the Onion genuinely just became like an accurate news reporter, like as like the ultimate form of satire. Like I feel like that would also be a fantastic joke. The Japanese had a similar idea in World War II. Instead of those long strips, they used stripper clips that the Arasaka rifles used. Uses so their squad could supply the LMG of ammo needed. That's really good. Actually, smart. Use what you got. I thought that's where the... I always get lost here. It's a spooky place. Also, what the fuck are these? I like never... In my head, these are just potted plants that just shoot shit at you. Let me zoom in on them. What the fuck are they? What are you? You're not helping the potted plant allegations. That weird alien thing. I do like how the Vog is like super technologically advanced. Like I know it's an obvious show of ancient civilization that has better technology than like modern day. But saying that the way Path of Exile does is really cool. Like, we're straight up talking, like, machinery. And, like, tapping into forbidden magics that everyone else is like, maybe you shouldn't do that. Leave me alone! I do not want to talk about your car's extended warranty! Fuck! I forgot to go to the, Is there a portal that I missed? Shit, there was! Oh my god, I'm missing so much stuff. Well, ooh.
I can't do this just yet.
Ooh, that's kind of juicy. Actually, if I recall the... Look at that. Oh, I should have waited until I opened this up. Oh, it was so loud. What the fuck? Okay, what the fuck do we got here? That's a 5-link sword. Wait. Fog? And base type is kind of mid. And I have to be sticking with swords for a bit. Wait, it's also a 5-link. Oh, it's a bow, though. Also, I feel really bad about, like, my work situation. Because people keep asking me to cover for them. And they're super thankful and appreciated. And they're like, oh, I totally owe you one. And I'm just sitting here and I keep telling them. I appreciate the idea, but like, here's the thing. I literally only work because you don't need to work. I do not schedule myself for any days whatsoever. I only work when someone messages me and says, hey, can you like cover for me for this day? If people didn't want to work, I just would be out of a job. I mean, I could pick up days, but the way I have it done right now is I literally just don't pick up any days. It's really fucking funny. Maybe I can't. I thought you had like control to like expand. Oh, okay. I was hitting Alt as well, but it wasn't working. Ooh, I have a prefix mod open. I got a ping. From you, or is it from the server I moderate having another bot? Okay, it's that. Today's just show and tell. Today is just show and tell. I like seeing new things. You know what? A fun thing that I learned, not learned, but like a fun thing that I tried the other day was, so I was trying to go to Google Docs. So I accidentally type in DCS and I hit enter. And it took me to Digital Combat Simulator World. And I'm like, wait a second. So what if I just took like 4 to 5 letter things and removed the vowels to make it like an acronym? Or an initialism, or both, I guess. And like Google will just like give me new things. So I was like, okay, what's another 5-letter word? I typed in fraps, like the old capture software, and I removed the A, and then like the third option is familial rectal pain syndrome. So then I started looking up familial rectal pain syndrome on Wikipedia, also known as paroxysmal extreme pain disorder, originally named familial rectal pain syndrome. And I was like, oh, that's cool. All right, I can learn things. Maybe I can type like, I'll say bear, but bear is like two vowels. What if I do vowel without the vowels? VWL, what do I get? Virginia Working Landscapes. Neat. There's apparently a website on the Smithsonian News. Apparently, it's an initialism of a German word. I don't want to pronounce that. What the fuck is that? Volt. Jesus. No, I'm not even gonna try. What is that word? Okay, here we go.
Volkswirtschaftslehre.
I was never gonna get that right. Science of societal economics. Neat. Thank you, Wiktionary. Anyway, what the fuck was I doing? Bring up that link. Type 11. Full screen that. So yeah, I was like messing around with that for a little bit last night. I could have told you that too. You could have. I mean, that's really where it ends. You just could have. I just didn't think about that. All right, here we go. This is the Type 11 machine gun. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I have seen this before too. Yeah, that's actually really fucking cool. Yeah, it's basically the same idea, but the basket's smaller. That's sick. That is actually really fucking sick. I'm not like a big gun guy, but I do appreciate the engineering that goes into these things. It's why honestly, like, I don't like if you ask me like, hey, you ever heard about the High Point G11-9 yeet cannon, whatever the fuck? I'm like, no, what is that lame shit? And you show me a picture of like a Glock 18. Like, I'm like, okay, it looks like every other fucking gun needed. What's so special about it? Well, you see, it has like it's like the exact same thing, but it's got like a special reverse artesian reciprocating bolt. I'm like, lame? All you're telling me is things that are fucking lame right now? But like then you have like all like the weird World War I guns, like the Linguini, whatever the fuck that gun was called. The Peroni. Or like the puck gun. Like I do also, you know what, the G like the G11 or G13, whatever that like caseless burst rifle shot like gun was that like Australia or New Zealand tried to fuck with. Yeah, I forget where the fuck do I go. Like that's also another rad shit too. Like I just like to see all the really wild guns people have made in the past, even if they never succeeded. Because like I really like the craftsmanship. I'll put it this way: if you watch a Forgotten Weapons video, and it starts with here's a gun by like insert country of origin watchmaker, you know it's gonna be spicy. You know it's gonna be spicy as fuck. Or and this is less like you know, like intricate craftsmanship, but also just like absolutely unhinged. But like the quad, like that super ornate like quad barrel or triple barrel like 18 bore fucking shotgun that he shot up one time. That was pretty fucking wild. Like shit that's like some rich dude was like, I want to keep it. You know what? Why don't I just teleport? I have 29 scrolls. You want to know a weird gun? You want a weird gun? So how about weird gun that weird bullet for a weird application? Is it the Trounds? Or is that, or is it even weirder than the Trowns? I mean, the Trowns, I guess, weren't that weird. It's just a weird shape. Hit me with your best shot. Quite literally. Fire away. The Russian APS underwater assault rifle. The only one of its kind. Oh god, yeah, wasn't there also that one like Russian assault rifle, or that one like cosmonaut pistol that was designed to be able to be used underwater or like in space?
Yes, I think there's an.
I will not. Fuck that quest. Ow, I scratched my nose. It hurt.
Farewell.
What you tell me of Sil, stay true to
Alright. Give me that.
Keep your wits about you.
Okay, I probably saw this for other random shit.
Hello.
I probably should pop on. Oh wait, no, I think my golem's been dying, hasn't he? No? I mean, that's not the same thing, but it reminds me of that. That's what I'm saying. All the rest.
the spirit hunts.
Strength, intelligence, max life, cold resist. Yeah, that's better. A little bit less max life, but now I'm at a nice round 27 hundo. That's pretty good. I don't want the grim gold,
Be kind.
but I don't know. Where's my fortify note? Here we go. %20 chance when I stun the fortify. So I'm going back to my hideout. Look at the ammo of the APS rifle. Let's see. Russian APS underwater rifle. What in sweet unholy Jesus' name am I looking at? Wait! What the fuck? Okay, hold on. Let me... Window, go back to... There we go. That's what it looks like. Is those the bullets? What's this diagram for? Is that just... I can't read Russian. I have no idea what that little bulge is for. Wait, I thought those were like darts. What the fuck? It's just really long. It's just really long neck bullets. That's so fucking funny. Wait, how do they fit though? How the fuck do they fit in this thing? How does any of this work? What the fuck? Okay, the bullets are just steel darts. Okay, that's fair. I guess when you think about it, bullets are just little tiny arrowheads. We just made explosive crossbows. Fuck, guns are so metal. You want to know? I do kind of want to know. Like, I'm deeply curious now. I don't know what any of this is. Springy boy. Another springy boy. Like a long one. But that's actually kind of fucking wild. That they actually experiment with underwater assault rifles. Oh, good. Add flat physical. What do you mean? I don't have two thingies. Hey, what? Wait, what? Hold on. Yeah. What do you mean? I know I have. Yeah. What? Why is that red then? Hold on. Wait, but now it's not red. What? I'm confused. Whatever. Oh. Look at that damage. Look at this shit. And boop, 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 boop. That's a DPS boop. I ever done saw one. Leech is mana too? I have 2 to 5 minutes to spare. Okay, maybe not. I will look at that later. He sent me a video that's just called firing an underwater rifle. Oh, but this is a 4-link. Oh man. Come on, 4. 4. Wait. Now, 4. 4. 4 reds. 4 reds. 4 reds. 4. Please. Please. Oh man, that's not gonna happen, I don't think. Why am I getting so many blues though? Come on. Last one, I can feel it. Eyes closed. Butthole clenched. Damn it. That blows. I mean, maybe I could put... I don't think there's a green I could put on. I think I could probably work with... Like, melee splash, ruthless support. And then if I go to Act 2... I can get a special little boy over here.
My help is yours.
The... not sadism. Close combat support. Yeah. And... any other random... like... green supports I can use. Maybe I can use that momentum one.
Yes?
Support gems. Faster attacks? No. Craft support? No. Arrow Nova? No. Additional accuracy would be nice. I would not say no necessarily. Chance to flee. Lamest goddamn support gem in the game because it doesn't even work on like so many enemies. Momentum. Like the best I can do right now. Straight up. Unless okay, let me just search through. Let me do Act 6. Let me finish what I'm doing here first. We got chambered in 5.55 millimeter. The dart's about 105 millimeters long. Dear God. So the damage will be worth it. 5,700 and 7,000. Wall City? Oh, where's my portal? Is it back here? Did the zone expire? I might have dillied my dally too hard. My zone expired. Fuck. Wait, where'd all my skills go? Oh! Oh no! I lost some dexterity! Fuck! 1 second. Magazine capacity 24 rounds. Smooth bore. Accuracy achieved through hydrodynamic effect. What the fuck? That is crazy, actually. What the shit? I love that. Maybe I can craft dexterity onto this thing? Maybe? Grab this dex amulet.
Remember.
Oh, I'm like just barely off the dex requirement too. Essence adds dexterity. Let's try grabbing another one. Strength and intelligence.
Go with
Add dexterity. Damn it. Alright, I'll just craft dexterity on this thing. Probably the smarter option in the first place. To this day, it's only special purpose. It's the only special purpose assault rifle for underwater use in existence. Interesting. I mean, how is this still relevant if it's kind of the only one? I guess the video will go into that whenever I watch it. That. Dexterity. What? Oh, I can't have another suffix modifier. Fine, I'll equip this. Whatever. I'll lose even more HP, but see what I care. I'll be dead anyways. Bonk. Summon this boy out. There you go, back to 90%. Oh, and that attack speed too? Bro, look how fast that is. Oh, and I have Fortify. Dude, I'm so caked. Oh, yeah. And I got 30% increased armor and evasion. Nice, nice. Jade Flask. Oh, shit. I found the pregnancy juice. Ocean. Like, hey. I hate everything about my life right now. I am way too Warframe build. Like, the best part is if anyone heard me say that, 90% of people are like, what the fuck did you just say? Only the real homies will think... Only the real homies won't think I'm insane. I mean, they'll think I'm insane, but they'll at least get it. Okay, they'll think I'm insane and not just to do with a weird kink. There we go. I like those odds. What the fuck does this do? Oh, I used my last wisdom scroll. I'm sad. Bonk, 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 bonk. Oh, I was gonna cry. Holy shit. That's really good. I didn't stun the boss, unfortunately. I guess for Tinctures, I use Tinctures against bosses. Bonk. I do like how they just kind of like violently explode when I hit them with this. You know, it's not part of the ability. That is in fact a lot of damage. I am honestly shocked how much damage this is doing. But I guess it is a 5-link technically. You know what? What if we just go even further? No, I can't be. No, I can. Oh, I'm about to die. Just kidding. Can't kill me. I'm invincible. Oh, he's not as close. My clear just... Never mind. I was about to say my clear speed went out the fucking window, and then I just pressed T, and all my steel just came back to me. But I tried looking into... like the alternate versions of like the steel skills and how they like use the steel shards for like defense. I thought it was passive, but apparently the extra defense is granted by a buff that you gain when you use the ability. Like when you consume the charges to cast the ability, it then does that, which does make me sad. Because I kind of... It really does seem weird that, like, Call of Steel's really good for, like, anyone using Impale stuff, I feel. Even if it's not the Impale abilities, but the fact that, like, the actual, like, like, the steel stacks are only ever used on those abilities, it does feel weird. It'd be nice if I could, like, do anything with them. Other than cast Lancing Steel. I don't want to do that. Oh, am I? I don't want to see too. Because I only had like one headphone in my ear, I genuinely thought that Rog had the same voice as the Duelist. Like, wait, why is it like the boss noise so delayed? Also, Jesus, they got kaboomed so hard. Bless you. Might as well have 53 area. I do... I'm thinking which will be easier to... What'll be easier to do. I think it'd be easier if I go up this way to the next area, because there is one objective near the start of the... near the end of the next area that I just forgot to grab. Because I'm fucking dumb. We're like an hour and a half and I've gone through like 4 zones. I think as far as like going back and forth a lot, this is like my least favorite act usually. Like I like it, it's fun. I feel like you go through so many zones just to get to like one place. And then the goddamn like 3-stage tower, please. Leave me alone. I wonder if you could farm temples just by doing this over and over again. Because I believe that she's a guarantee, like Alva's a guaranteed spawn for her like little temple shenanigans. Ooh. Well, I can see what this ring does. Hello, ring. You are chilled when you are poisoned. Non-chilled enemies you poison are chilled. Poison enemies you kill. Poisoned enemies you kill with his shatter. Okay. Sure. It's such a weird fucking unique item, but you know what? We ball. Okay, well there's the waypoint. Cool. So where's the quest objective that I so gracefully missed? Yellow. Fucking freezing my ass. I should have popped my sapphire flask in advance, but thankfully it still saved me. No, not her. I guess it also didn't help that they were digging around, hearing at guns, like the last like hour as well. I am on a world record pace, the slow percent for like doing these goddamn. I don't want to do an abyss. I just want to get the goddamn item that's here. I even made myself bigger so I can see above all the enemies. Yeah, I could ignore them and just run past, because I am, like, literally almost 10 levels higher. Wait, am I? Jesus. Yeah, it's literally right there. That's the funniest part. It's next to the exit that I went to. So now I can just teleport back. I got that fat SSD. I say as I get hit with a long loading time anyways, because fucking why not? Gotta render all the thousands of dollars of microtransactions on the screen right now.
Keep your wits.
I give her the fireflies, clear my inventory space. Then go over here.
What else? Oh,
Get a book of skill. But now you can't tell me this is a skill issue anymore. I don't think I need this as I hit so hard. Over 100 life for each fortification loss. That's 2,000 when I lose fortification. That ain't bad. You need 20 fortification on melee kill against a rare or unique. That's really good, actually. That's good. Now that we have 20% less damage, and just by killing a rare guy. Because like we stunned the fuck out of tiny guys. But it's the rare guys that suck ass. Oh yeah, I had 2 points. Silly me. And I'm using axes. See, this is like a accuracy. That's actually real nice. Yeah, I guess I got accuracy and crit. That'll help me in the long run a lot. Yeah, I have 88% chance to hit. Which, yeah, hasn't been too bad. Oh, hi. Goodbye. Blessed orb. Still rare as usual. Even though it's like one of the, honest to God, one of the lamest orbs in the game. It like just re-rolls the implicit modifiers of your weapon. I don't think it re-rolls. I know armor has been like weird, where armor has its own ranges now. I guess if it re-rolls the inputs on armors, that can help. Because like before armor, I believe armor was fixed. Yes. I'll take that. Sure. I guess that was. I guess it's like another way of introducing you to like corrupted stuff. Why are all the spiders spirit walkers? Are you trying to tell us something, game? Is New Zealand like this, where every spider just like communes with the spirits all the time? Is that why whenever you kill a spider, there's always like another one in your house because it's actually just a ghost spider? These are the things that keep me up at night. Definitely not my insomnia. I'd say just kidding, I sleep like a baby, but apparently I fucking don't. I am so goddamn tired. Oh my god! Ah! So many spirit spiders, what the fuck? I do wonder what it classifies as like, cause I just realized that like 2,000 health when you lose Fortify sounds good, but then I realized like once you really get a Fortify build going, you don't lose Fortify, because you'll be getting it so goddamn often. So I'll just kind of like do nothing, unless maybe you intentionally just run around like an idiot.
Approach, challenger.
I don't want to. I don't like this league mechanic. Is this a good axe? Not really. At a glance. It's not doing anything for me. Like, literally, this is a one-handed. Hello, Blight Blade. Goodbye, Blight Blade. Ooh, Abyssal Axe.
I believe it's treading light.
And it's probably not going to be as good as what I got, but you never know. That. Ah, I don't want to use my last one, because then I have to like organize my inventory. I'd rather let the anticipation build up, and then it'll make the nut fatter when I actually do identify it. It's actually good. And if it's bad, well, you know what? I didn't waste any time. Actually, wait, no. Isn't there like an NPC who can automatically like wisdom scroll for you? I think it's a function that that's in this game now. You don't have to use scrolls for everything. Oh yeah, apparently DE is adding some tiles to the syndicates. But they're not going to do anything about the rep grind. Oh, titles. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, I don't think the rep grind's bad, to be honest. Like, it's a long-term thing, but like, yeah, you know, it's like just their incentive to just keep getting you to log in. And like once you reach the max rank, it's like 4 days to cap one of your syndicates with that. I don't know. I guess just because it's so easy to do just passively, you really don't have to think about it. I wish I had like a just slight extra range. I guess it's also been so long since I've actually like had to worry about the rep grind that I'm just like, I don't know. That definitely feels like slang for titles as well. Like, you probably shouldn't be worrying about the titles until you've gotten all the stuff you want out of the system. There we go. This is the boss. Not chaos me, please. Well, fuck you, spiders. I respect spiders. I appreciate what they do for the ecosystem. Fuck spiders. Except for the one that's in my bathroom in Florida. I always love you, the itsy shitsy spider. You've always given me company when I needed it most. Every time I forgot my phone after I went to the bathroom. I suppose it's kind of annoying for people that don't have the highest daily cap yet. That's fair. They definitely... That part they did make a lot easier. Because before your rep cap was like much more heavily tied to your mastery rank than before. Isn't it like only 500 per, like, your cap is 500 per level? Because, like, back in the olden days, people were, like, shown Cetus, but their rep cap was literally, like, 2,000 a day. It was the dumbest fucking thing ever. Like, that much they have made quicker. I especially like how they made all players start with a 15 base capacity and increase that by 1 every 2 levels. Like, there isn't as big of a difference between, like, newer players and high MR. Right, please? I'm getting more goddamn weapons than I am. Oh, yeah, right. This had, like, a lot more of everything. The 5-link's pretty bog, though. You know what? I'll bite the bullet. Oh, it's so lame. And I want to sell. I'll store this away. Never know. Same with this. And maybe I'll have to do another two-handed build.
Hello.
Elena.
Farewell.
Ooh. I didn't find my shit. There we go. That's not nice. I'll store that away in case I need to trade. Get some health instead of that. Health instead of movement speed. Away.
Yes.
Increased accuracy. I should get more health. That's for bitches. I really hope those guys come because I'm wearing a hat right now. Because my hair is messy and I had some shit I gotta do. I don't want to like take a shower and they come in here while I'm taking a shower. I'm just like sitting in my house alone wearing a hat. Because these motherfuckers are taking a sweet goddamn time to get their asses over here and inspect my goddamn house. It'd be really funny if they in and out like 10 seconds because they can't be asked to get a fuck. You know it's really hard to find newspapers around here, by the way? One of my patients was like bored as shit. And they're like, I don't really want to watch the TV because it's all lame garbage anyways. I'm like, God, you're so base for that. He's like, I want to read the newspaper instead for my news. And I'm like, that's honestly probably the exact same level of quality bullshit. But you know what, fair enough. So I was like, oh sure, I'll come by and get you one. I went to like several stores. Well, I went to a gas station. I was like, okay, cool. Newspapers. Nice. Oh, I didn't even have to Call of Steel them. They just died.
I can't do this just yet.
A Kurui axe? Yeah, it's one-handed. I always like how the Kurui axes are just like a fucking log with like a jade, like a malachite kind of like jade fucking axe blade. Bonk. Oh, that explains why my clear speed was dog shit for a while. Also, holy fuck. Bro killed me as fast as I'm killing him. Like I was like hits away. Holy shit! I almost killed the boss. I think it would have forced the change. That's fucking crazy, dude. That might be the fastest I've killed Arakali. Like, straight up. The hospital around here has some newspapers, and we have plenty of them for the stories. That's nice. I never thought about newspapers until recently. And now that I actually, like, want to get, like, had to get them, I'm like, ah, shit. It'd suck if, for people who, like, don't have... Well, I think people who don't have access to the internet, but I think it's actually, like 85-90% of America has internet access. Like, it's actually way more than I thought. I'm using axes now. 6-link axe. I mean, I'll sell it for the slots. I was actually quite surprised how much of the world has internet. I figured there would still be like maybe that lower income people who wouldn't be able to afford internet. Speaking of hospitals, can I grill you on some things about the medical industry? There were some things that happened in your last time that made me slightly concerned. If I can answer them, I'll answer them. This is not medical advice. I do not give medical advice. I give medical information about specific topics to the best of my knowledge. For I am merely a United States licensed, registered nurse, and not anyone who can actually make proper diagnoses. I guess we technically have a thing called nursing diagnoses, but that's really fucking stupid. It's like literally just giving a fancy name to describe this patient. Like a nursing diagnosis is a risk for impaired mobility related to patient had their fucking leg eaten by a wood chipper. In parentheses, tasty. Quote from wood chipper. Is it normal to tell your patients, tell a patient that told you they're nocturnal that it's wrong to be nocturnal since humans are meant to be diurnal? One thing that I've learned is that in my experience, so to my understanding, so what the fuck is diurnal? I think you gotta look that up first. Diurnal of during the day. Okay. The way I typed the way you spelled it, and I was like. He was like, doctor, where do I pee? In the urinal. I don't know why that's out of my head. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that can be a part of what do you call it? Medicine is that not everything is like not every doctor is 100% kept up with the science of everything. Some people just kind of go based off in my experience. Sometimes they will go based off of like generally like society, the way society views things can impact how like certain conclusions are made. I guess it's kind of the best way I can put it, because I believe that there are studies that show that like there are some people who just function better at night, because you know way back when our ancestors had to have someone who fucking kept watch at night, and obviously there's a lot of anecdotes of people who like you know couldn't. There are people who couldn't function very well during the day, but when they got a night shift position, they felt a lot more energy and a lot more energetic and all that kind of stuff. While general society often looks down on people who have that.
I can't do this just yet.
So, like for me, without knowing the studies, it's like to my understanding, what I know generally points to there are people who just function better at different times, but because global society said you're up from 9 to 5, that's how it is. People just are like, well, you're not functioning during that time. What's wrong with you? So I can't. I'd like that. Like to speak more on that specifically, I would have to know what the doctor was thinking, and I don't think I could. Because like maybe everything that he was taught in med school, which maybe fueled by limited studies or
Stay out of the shadow. You're looking sharp.
fueled by limited studies or preconceived, some unfortunately, some doctors can go into a case and have preconceived notions. I hate it, but it's also true. I've had doctors who go in and refuse to treat a person a specific way because they think one thing. Usually when it comes to like drugs as well, like narcotics, Like, oh, this patient sickle cell is a good one. Someone comes in for a sickle cell crisis, and like legitimately a treatment for it is morphine, because it opens up your blood vessels, which helps reduce. To be honest, I don't know exactly why specifically morphine over other medications, but it's my understanding that it opens up the blood vessels and helps reduce the oxygen demand of the body, which is why morphine's often given for sickle cell. I've seen very limited people with sickle cell, but usually when they are, they get put on like a morphine drip in the hospitals I've worked at that's had it. And because of that, some people come in, especially in the case, I think in America, African Americans tend to have a higher rate of cardiovascular diseases, including sickle cell. And obviously, I don't need to tell you about some of the stigma that various minorities have here. And when you have that and combined with someone who comes in for a sickle cell, sometimes even regularly, because hey, they play sports, doctors will be like, work them up for other stuff. Do a drug test. Do all this other stuff. Let's not immediately start them on sickle on like the drip or anything like that. And then a day and a half of treatment or whatever, and then or maybe even like further delays, and suddenly they're just like, all right, let's get them on the morphine drip. They're fine. They never come back to the hospital and for months, and they don't get us any prescriptions. They don't need any further help because that's all they needed.
The most powerful. Farewell.
Good to see. Be well.
So, yeah, I would have to know what the doctor was thinking when he said that. Because hey, humans are flawed. They can some of their biases can come to that, and you'd think, well, that shouldn't be the case in medicine. It shouldn't, but we're humans. Kind of the unfortunate reality that every human is biased to some degree. Even for things like that. Or like I said, that just could be the studies they did. That's like all the studies that they ever taught or have been up on. I don't know the extent to which nocturnal people are that exist over diurnal people, especially when you consider the fact that there are also studies like that go into things like night shift workers, like generally live shorter lives or have more health conditions because there's a lot of people who do like nocturnal shifts and have to live that schedule that have significant negative consequences. So that could also be their extrapolation. Like the studies they're reading is about in the overall population, people who are staying up at night for one reason or another have all those complications. So people just aren't built for that. Maybe not even taking into consideration that, some people are different. But that also comes from my perspective, where it's like, honestly, I usually do take people for face value because not all the time, but like, sometimes that they're just people who are like very specific. Like they're, actually, no, here's a good example of two doctors who can come to completely different conclusions. When I had my nasal surgery, I'm sleeping infinitely better than I was beforehand. But when I told, also like how it's called sin spoils. But when I told, let me catch my thought for a second. So, I saw an ENT doctor down in Florida for my I'll have it back here, for my issue. He said you have a deviated septum. He told me it could be this, it also looks like your jaw might like slack back a little bit, which also can be causing your sleep apnea. So I can't tell you that this surgery we're gonna do is gonna fix it completely, but it's an option. And I said, okay, I'll try the surgery. I did the surgery, sleep significantly better. Even though I'm still not getting too much rest, that's like its own issues. What was that for? A sanctified mana life flask. It heals faster. So, I had a good response. And then when I saw the second doctor, in a different state, the one I live in now, I did it because I told my doctor I'll get my surgery, and then once I'm clear for recovery, I'm leaving. And then in my recovery appointment, he said, okay, I'll see you in a month. And I'm like, I told you I'd be leaving to a different state after I'm cleared to go home. And he's like, oh, shit. Well, just see someone over there. It'll be fine. So I saw them, and I told them, I was like, yeah, I had this nose surgery to help with my sleep. And he told me that does not really play into like a sleep issue. And I'm like, well, I got the surgery, and now I'm sleeping like 3 times longer. And he's like, well, I guess you're one of the lucky ones. I'm like, all right. So I was like, all right, yeah. Plus, some doctors are just don't. I don't want to call them inept, but like, not. The unfortunate reality is everyone thinks doctors know everything, and they fucking don't. They just don't. Let me tell you something for a fact. Me, as a nurse, have like straight up pretty much told the doctor what to do because there was something that I had experience with. They didn't, or they were doing something wrong, and I said, hey, what if we like we should be doing this instead? Like there's like you'd be surprised how many things in a hospital happen because a nurse got on a doctor to do something different than what they initially were gonna do. Like starting way too soft, or delaying for way too goddamn long. I mean, plus also it is also worth noting, doctors are hella overworked. Period. Like the doctors I work with, so this hospital is actually pretty good. The doctors work 9 to 5, which I'm like actually shocked at. They work 9 to 5. I've never seen that. Whereas other hospitals, in every other hospital I've been to, doctors will work 13-hour days, and they will do that. And I'm not talking about like fellows or like residents. I'm talking full on. They've been a doctor 15 years. They work 10 days. They work like 14 days in a row, and they get 10 days off, or some shit like, or like they'll work like 10 days in a row and get 5 off, some shit like that. Like they basically are living in a hospital 24/7 for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then getting like maybe a week off. So like I one time had a doctor snap at me because, and to his credit, I made a big mistake. I have, I'm fucking tired as well. I was doing like at that hospital, I was doing 1 day on, 1 day off, 1 day on, 1 day off. I was like, for 2.5 months, I was not getting a single lick of sleep, basically, on top of having a work schedule that never gave me rest. So I made a mistake when it came to reporting. It's a little gross, but basically a sample that I ended up disposing of after I reported it to the doctor because he wanted to see it. Jesus Christ. The bath. And he got on me hard, and then after the fact he apologized. He's like, listen, dude, I've literally been here like 15 days in a row, and I got 2 more left. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired. And I said, nah, man, I get it. That's it. I'm like, I get it, boss. Well, other people wouldn't have taken that shit, but I'm like, why did this one guy have to be a fucking soul eater? When he's surrounded by all his enemies. Thank you. I'm like, nah, dude, I get it. Didn't feel good to get yelled at, but you know what? He apologized. It's better than most people would have done. So, no skin off my back. So yeah, it could also be that, like, especially. Oh, I didn't see your other messages. I know you mentioned something about urgent care, which can also be. Yeah, that would have been the other question you had, because another doc you talked to was weirdly insistent that you go into an active care unit. I mean, active care unit, ICU. You accidentally called the active care unit an ICU and scared your ma, your aunt. So what is an active care unit? Because I mean, every place calls like different names for things. When they say active care, do they just mean like go to an inpatient hospital? or is it like a higher level of care? 'Cause in hospitals here, we have like the observation and like telemetry floors, where people are mostly there just to be like looked at for a little bit with like you know, something like mild nausea that might be getting worse. See if they have to admit them to the inpatient fully. Then you have like medical surgical units, which surprisingly are not in fact just surgical units. We use it as like we kind of like describe it as like a general level of care of like people who definitely are like not safe to go home, but are like rough, like usually pretty stable most of the time. Like you're not concerned about them exploding, and when they start to explode, you send them to the step down or the PCU. Yeah, it's an inpatient thing. They want you to stay there for a few days. I can see that, honestly, you know, because like if you're having significant issues with like energy and fatigue, but I mean, I guess if like you know for a fact that you just like are function better at night. The only thing the only thing I would potentially think of is a sleep medicine doctor. Like if it is like a sleep related thing, again, not medical advice, but like usually if it's like sleep related, that's the tests they can do here, at least in America, are able to track help track like how much. I don't have enough experience to really talk about it, but they do have some pretty in-depth tests if you can afford them. Obviously, it's an American thing, so I don't know how it is over there. That can get them a better picture of like what your like sleep cycles and your rest is like. That's actually what I'm gonna be doing soon. I'm gonna be getting a sleep medicine doctor once I get my insurance, because I need to see what because like I said, I straight up slept like 6 hours in a row. You know, went to bed, slept 2 more hours. By all accounts, I slept fucking fantastic. But that day, I'm like, I just feel like ass. And I know sleeping like, and I know that I've had this exact same sleep schedule for like a while, and my sleep has been like, and I've had like way more energy than I've had the last couple weeks. So it does seem a little crazy to me personally, not medical advice, that that they would immediately say like, go to the hospital. Of course, I don't know what you did. What you told the doctor. Like, if you said I can barely function and it's getting worse, yeah, I think that warrants it. I think that would probably warrant it, to be honest. But if it's just like a case of I'm just, you know, not getting too much energy and just kind of staying at that level, and you want like an idea, it's like a non-emergent, not like, you know, you can wait a little bit to get like the sleep study tests done or whatever the, you know, sleep medicine doctor would do, then yeah. Because like I said, I have no idea what you told him, and that's obviously between you and him. This way. Not medical advice. Very important I say that. Especially because, as I mentioned, I'm very fucking tired, so I might not be putting 100% of, like, I'm tired and I'm playing Path of Exile. I am not like in smarty pants mode. Like, I'm just running around smacking Slender his nutsacks. God, I can't wait till next month so I actually get my insurance. I'm gonna see. I gotta see them and like and just see what the fuck's going on. I will say, even if my sleep isn't perfect, the fact that it's mostly just want a second opinion on things, not necessarily because you're a medical. That's fair. Definitely not. But it's a personal opinion, obviously. No, medical opinion. Please no Sewerino. Mr. Whatever. Tomorrow I get another letter from the Attorney General, office. Yeah, that nursing license we gave you yesterday, give it back. Yeah, ultimately, I guess I'll round this off by saying, listen to your doctors first and foremost, but also if you kind of feel like they might not be making the best judgments, that's totally fair. I would definitely encourage you to maybe get a second opinion from like another actual doctor. Because your nocturnal friends are obviously going to be biased when you talk about a doctor telling me being nocturnal is wrong. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any experience with the whole nocturnal thing. It is, in my limited understanding, it's not necessary. Like it's not necessarily wrong. There are just people who just function on a different schedule than us. But that's why it's important to, like, you know, actually see professionals for it. Because that's something I've wondered as well. It's like, what if I'm just nocturnal as well, and that might be why I just like don't get too much sleep. Like, because even within, like, you know, people who are awake during the day, there are some people who just wake up really early and go to sleep really early as well. Like for me, I honestly found the best schedule for me is waking up at like 5 in the morning, and then going to sleep at like 9 in the evening. That's like honestly how my schedule tends to work out. And if that usually ends up getting like disrupted, then I'm fucked. And it's not quite nocturnal, but
I can't do this just yet.
at this point I'm just rambling, honestly. I really don't doubt that that's something that a lot of doctors aren't familiar with, because, you know, society is basically just trained people to be like, well, you gotta do your 9 to 5. That's how 90% of civilization works. That's just how it is. Don't question it. Meanwhile, hospitals like, why doesn't anyone want to work night shift? It does suck having an issue that no one seems to have any problems with, or like no one seems to know anything about. Because like that would like honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that I have gone to med school, not med school, but like, you know, like I work in the medical field. I don't know how long it would have taken me to figure out my issues. Because it's like when I was figuring out my sleep issues, doctors always told me, well, like I told them the exact same symptoms every time, and then one doctor was like, well, it's just stress. I'm like, okay, I'm in nursing school, I work a minimum wage job, I'm gonna be working in nursing, gotta be more than stress, because if that's just gonna be your answer, why the fuck did I even come over here? Why am I ever gonna see you again about anything like this? Because I'm gonna be stressed every single goddamn day of my life. And then it was like, all right, let's get some labs, and then they looked at it and said, oh, your vitamin D and your testosterone is low. Ooh, spooky. Let's get an ultrasound of your nuts. I'm like, okay, what? And even the fucking, like, you know what's funny? You know what's fucking funny? Everyone else, like, well, not everyone, but like most people I saw, like following this, when I told them, I was like, oh, my doctor said my testosterone was low, so that could also be impairing like my inability to sleep. And he, like I think even the even like the ultrasound doctor I saw was like, well, yeah, your testosterone is low because you're not getting good sleep. What the fuck's that guy thinking? I haven't got my lab tests in a while. I do know I take a lot. I like, whenever I feel like I can't get to sleep, I just take vitamin D supplements, and usually after like a week, I go back to normal. And then I got the sleep study done, and all the test did was say I have sleep apnea. How did it do that? All the test showed was that I I moved around a lot in my sleep, and my oxygen dropped down, and my oxygen dropped at the same time as like I started moving around a lot, and then I woke up, and they said, oh yeah, so it's sleep apnea. I'm like, okay, well I got the CPAP, it didn't fucking do anything really, and I used it for a while, and they were like, well, it has this adjustment period, which is fair, totally fair, but I'm just trying to think. Gain 2 rage. Yeah, let's do that. Get some rage going on. So then I kept using it, and they just kept saying like, well, you know, you're having trouble staying asleep, so let's just give you some sleep medication. So they gave me like some narcotics to help me sleep, and nope, didn't do anything. And after a year, I pieced it together. I was like, wait a second, all they did was look at my oxygen and how I moved. That doesn't tell me why I have sleep apnea. It just tells me that I have sleep apnea. So then that's when I said, okay. I noticed that like sometimes my nose is just super blocked, and I wake up and like even though I have a CPAP on, pushing air at Mach fuck into my face, my nose is like completely blocked. I can't breathe, so I like wake up gasping for fucking air, which is terrifying. And I'm like, okay, I'll see an ENT doctor. He looks at my nose. Oh, hey, deviate septum. And I'm like, I literally put 2 and 2 together myself, and I didn't have to like play ring around the goddamn rosy for 6 years with a doctor who was like, I mean, it's my fault for only seeing one primary care doctor, not going to multiple, and also, you know, doing travel nursing and not getting this issue fixed. But whatever. You know, it's fixed, mostly. Jesus Christ. I guess means that the doctor should have ignored you when he told him, I just want to take a look at, that you just want to take a look at what being in the ICU and AC would include. They somehow heard of you agreeing to go to the AC. Okay, that's another problem I have, and this goes back to when I talked about doctors being rushed. Doctors are ungodly rushed. They have so much paperwork they have to do. Like, they have to write super detailed notes about all their plans. They have to talk with other doctors if there's multiple doctors on board. They genuinely have so many patients that they can spend no more than like fucking 10-15 minutes with a patient. So whenever you talk to a doctor, they aren't doing any kind of listening. They need to tell the patient this is what they're suspecting, this is what they need to do. They get like basic input, and they give the patient maybe 5 words to talk about before moving on. This has been every single doctor I've talked to. You can't get like I talk fast, and even I struggle to give the complete picture to a doctor. Because like they just don't have the time to listen to people. And it is it's partly due to how they're busy. It's mostly due to them being so unbelievably busy. But also partly due to some people just don't shut the fuck up. Like, oh my god. Sometimes it's like if they feel like someone is saying enough, there probably is a degree of, I'm gonna start talking because I know you'll stop talking, because I need to like ask questions. And I experience this as a nurse. When someone wants to know a basic question about a patient, I give them the only answer I can give them. Then they ask a follow-up question with literally 15 minutes of context. Half of it is them just telling the story about what they fucking had for breakfast last night. Talking about the fat, like, bussy they ate or some shit. And I'm just sitting there like, if it wasn't for the fact that I'd literally get fired if I hit the hung up button, I would just hit this hung up button right now. Because I have, like people that I'm actively taking care of to take care of, instead of listening to you. And that's like me, who, as busy as I am, I have more free time than a doctor. Which is terrifying. Because, like, listening to people and asking questions is, like, part of, like, the babysitting part of my job. Whereas, like, a doctor, they genuinely see patients for like like in the hospital, like 5 minutes a day. So yeah, and that's obviously in America, but I imagine, like my understanding of health services over there is that doctors are also, like healthcare providers are also equally strapped for time. Might be free, you might get consistently better care, but it's to my understanding that they're also very short-staffed on a routine basis over there. Source mostly about like pre-Brexit UK stuff, so I don't know how it is in Europe, like the main Europe. I've definitely heard. Actually, no, I have heard about Poland as well. Poland, I believe it's free there as well too. They also have free healthcare. But I've heard some rough experiences and rough general consensus. Fair still here to insist that that this one thing would be the only thing that can help when including, not even considering just regular therapy. I don't agree with this. Fair still weird to insist that this is the only thing that could help when including, not even considering just regular therapy help you. Okay, help. Yeah. My only assumption is maybe what the doctor heard was like more concerning. Like sounded more concerning to him than you might have either intended it to be, or like you feel it actually is. That's like my only guess. It's like, yeah, I just said like someone saying, you know, I'll just make up an example. I'm just not getting rest when I sleep, and this has been going on for a while, and then just saying, all right, go to the hospital right now. Like that's like maybe just me being America pilled, where people only come into the hospital when they're literally fucking dying. It definitely feels like an exaggeration. What is my accurate? It's 100%. I guess it's because I'm only hitting like 2 guys at a time. You know what? Fuck it, we ball. Nice, anything good? No. But it also does kind of track with just doctors. I've always said doctors are just weird. They're weird sometimes, and I do think that like them being literally high-strung 24 goddamn 7 is a big part of that. Like I walked to it. I looked at a doctor, and I complained about like this really like irritating spot on my back that's kind of like a little bit hard and crusty. Okay, maybe not crusty, but it's like hard. And then like all he was, and then he told me maybe it's shingles, and then gave me some gabapentin, and then sent me on my way. I'm just sitting here like, it's literally a like slightly darker spot on my back. What the fuck do you mean it's shingles? Like, how would you even remotely suspect that? Because shingles usually spreads like, it tends to look like more of a rash along what they call the dermatones, which is like where the nerves in your spine kind of like branch out from. So you'll have like layers, like for example, it'll probably go like from the middle of my back to like my shoulder, then down my arm, kind of a deal, like just in a horizontal line, pretty much. And then later I just said, fuck it, I'm just gonna see a dermatologist. And then when I went to them, they just said, that's a scar. That's it. It was a scar because that part of my back is sensitive, so I guess I scratched it a shitload, and then it eventually just became a really thick scar. They call it like a dermatofibroma, which is basically just like fucking scar tissue. Like benign scar tissue. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. That was the same primary doctor who was like, oh, it's your testosterone. You are not manly enough for sleep. And had me take this random fucking medication for like 7 months. Which is like cool. It was ass. I had to like do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'm gonna be honest, like life was so busy, I just kept forgetting. Like sometimes I would take it on Wednesday and Friday, and just like, fucking whatever. I noticed no difference, by the way, during the whole thing. And they wanted me to come back in while I was in like another state and be like, well, let's do some other tests to see how your testosterone is doing. I'm like, it doesn't matter if it's high or low. It's not. It didn't help me, so fuck. Well, I guess it probably wouldn't matter if it's still low, but as it turns out, my sleep just kind of came in and out with the. You know what? I actually do wonder one thing. So to an extent, I think some part of my issue might also be allergies, because when this is the one thing that oh shit, I'm gonna die. Fuck. When I was in fuck. When I was seeing my ENT doctors, I saw 2 ENT doctors. Technically 3, but there's the 2 of them that said the same thing. What am I attacking? How was that? They like both of them said the same thing. Like my deviation was like more towards my right nostril, but my breathing issues are actually mostly in my left nostril, which I found weird. And when I saw the ones over here, they both noted. So there's this thing in your nose called turbinates. I couldn't explain to you what they are. They're basically like little ribbed things that kind of poke out a little bit in your nostrils. Apparently mine and my left one that gets blocked are inflamed. Both doctors noted that. So I'm like, wait, shit. So is this an allergy issue actually? Which kind of tells me that I might not have had all this stuff done if I didn't go to Tennessee. Because when I was in Tennessee, my sleep doctor was like recommending the allergy treatment with like a steroid nose spray. That's one orb. One chromatic orb. And that was kind of like the worst my sleep ever got. And they told me like, yeah, so Tennessee, this region in Tennessee, is like allergy capital of the world. We deal with so many cases of allergy here that like is causing some people to have sleep issues. And I didn't think much of it. Because for some reason I didn't think I had allergies, even though I absolutely do. I cough like a fucking like chain smoker because of it. I'm like, shit, do I just see an allergy doctor? Of course, all the allergy meds I've taken and nasal sprays and shit haven't been helping me, but that's another option. All for one issue I've been trying to get looked at for several years. And that's kind of why, as much as I like want to give doctors crap, it's difficult, man. Like, there's some things that are just complicated. And like, it could be so many things, so many possible things. Like the ENT doctor was also like, you take any beta blocker like blood pressure medications? Because like a lot of those have side effects that, you know, cause nasal congestion. And technically I do take one. I take a blood pressure medication like very sporadically for anxiety. And he's like, oh, well, if you take it very rarely, it doesn't be anything. Oh, wait, impale? Axe impale nodes? Hold up. That's the last 10% I needed, too. Fuck yeah. Get more health. I need more life. The dicks that I needed right there. Life. I probably could do this way better. Life regen. I think it's like max life nodes. Like, I feel like they did move some stuff around. Yeah, I'm crazy. Yeah, this is max life and elemental resistances. Oh yeah, there's also this max life and armor. I think that's fine. I wonder if I could wear that necklace again. I got rid of it. Yeah, I think I sold it. I don't know. I don't live. Also, shouldn't it be brighter in here? I think it's brighter when you kill Doedre. Oh well.
See you.
Elemental resistances could be really good. That just increased armor. How about I just type in life? Maximum life. Did I misspell it? I did. Alright. That's for like leech nodes too. Ooh, actually you can go for that. Like that might make up for not having like as good max life. Oh yeah, that's max life too. Okay, yeah, so it's these two. So I can go like up this way. And there's the axe nodes here as well. I mean, he did take the sun. Shit, does that actually happen? That actually might be the case. I might be dead ass stupid as fuck. You are a goddamn visionary, my friend. +1 max on fortification. Oh my god. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Damn! Like 2.6 life regen per second? No, he just have autism. Listen. Don't discredit yourself. You can be both. You can be an autistic visionary.
I can't do this just yet.
Force roll. Give me. I don't care if I die. You ever just have like really, I mean, just speaking of autism, you ever just have like this completely random, absolutely obscure shit that pops up into your head? And you're like, why is this popping up into my head? I'm trying to explain it like better. Like something you maybe saw once or twice in your life that's like no one, that's the even further down there, I went the wrong way. That like no one will ever know about probably. And just 40 years later, you just think about it. Like as I'm like making jokes about like calling steel and shit like that, my brain randomly keeps popping up this video. I forget who the fuck made it. It was a video on like a Wii shovelware game called like a Mini Ninja or iNinja or some shit like that. And there was a clip of the main character who has only 2 lines for combat in the game, where I think I forget what the second line was. I remembered it earlier. He has 2 lines thinking that alternate back and forth. One of them is him just saying "Feel my steel" over and over again. Maybe he just yelled "Ninja Strike" or some shit. Like it was 2 really stupid lines that were repeated over and over again in the video, and for some reason, never thought about it once until then. All of a sudden, my brain's like, remember that random video you saw on a Wii shovelware game? I'm just thinking, why do I want to? Why do you like this brain? I know I mentioned earlier, like all of a sudden my brain started uncontrollably remembering all of the cities I've ever been to. I don't know why I'm like this. God built me different. He built me like a BMW, but I'm driving it like it's a Prius. I am not using it for its intended purposes. You can tell I'm not a car guy because I'm pretty sure that analogy does not work in the slightest. How the fuck do I get out of here? I think I'm going the original way. I don't know anymore. I leveled up. I am now... Oh, 10 level. I am... Man. The Imperial Fields, motherfucker! This is actually the longest run of Path of Exile I've ever had. This is not even funny. I feel so bad for anyone who is unironically mauling. My brain is a manual, yet I drive like an automatic. There we go. That works. Sorry, I'm American. We don't know what manual is. Is it those things that no one reads? Okay, it's gotta be going down that way. One of my favorite recent lines is when I'm gonna do something stupid, I'll say the line, "I'm about to become a warning label." Like I think I bought some I mean, not even like implied I'll be doing something stupid. I bought some gummies because multivitamin gummies because I've been taking the pills because they're cheaper, but the pills kind of tear up my stomach a little bit even when I eat now. So I got some delicious tasting multivitamin. Oh, I didn't have my multivitamins. 1 second. This is very important. It's so fucking good. But yeah, I'm like these multivitamins are so good. I'm about to become a fucking warning label in 5 seconds. Implying I'll just down the whole bottle. Like stick them up my butt so the next time you see this bottle printed, it'll be like, please do not insert gummies into rectum. They're like mango flavored. So good. The bottle smells like a decaying corpse. Like when you open it, you get hit with pure corpse stench. So they taste divine. They are like 35 calories for 3 gummies, which is like actually terrifying. I still can't, like, it's been so, like, you can tell that I have not had like any kind of sweets in so long that when I was making something for like someone's birthday and I was bringing it to the hospital, that I was like, oh, I wonder, I'll have like a snack of the gummy worms. Oh, Exile, bonk, bonk. I was like, oh, I'll have a snack, some gummy worms. It's been so long. 3 gummy worms. 3. 100 calories. 100 calories. Do you want to know what 100 calories in like celery is? 100 calories in celery is like the entire fucking celery heart. Maybe that's the exaggeration, but it's also like, it's a bit of an extreme because celery is also very low calorie, but you know, like a whole ass apple is like 100 calories, probably. God, it's so full of sugar. It's why I like grocery stores that let you like get candy by the pound. So I literally get a bag, I put 5 gummy worms in there, and then I just leave and eat and just like eat the 5 and I'm good. I was like, honestly, if I eat any more, I just don't feel good. Like, not even like calorie wise, like I feel guilty. Like I just genuinely feel sick because they're so like gummy worm 1, I'm like, oh man, these are so good. I can't ever stop eating these things. Gummy worm 2, oh, it's just so good, man. I can go for like a whole ass bag. Gummy worm 3, tasty. Gummy worm 4, oh god, I got a headache coming on. Gummy worm 5, please shoot me. Still good, but like I never want to eat another one for the rest of my life, and I like don't eat them for like 7 months. And like, yeah, you can say like, well, what if you had the bag and you eat it over like a week? That's not gonna happen. It'll be like, well, I feel better. Dummy worm, dummy worm, dummy worm. I know what I'm about. If I have food available to me, like sweets, I will just eat it anytime I walk by them. That's just how I roll. Fuck, I'm going into the cold area and I have no cold resistance. I should have thought this through. Which technically I did. I just didn't use my flasks in advance. Like, it's wild because lightning sucks to get hit by if you don't have high resistances, but you'll live. Fire sucks to get hit by if you have no resistances, but you'll live. I mean, you might not, cause a lot of damage, but still. But cold, you're like, it's like you notice when you don't have resistances when you get hit with cold because you just get frozen so goddamn quickly and just chain frozen because you know the freeze is based off the amount of damage they deal to you. And I think the duration too. So just fuck you, you know. Also, it's the dick of the car that lets you drive it into high gear. I don't like that description because then it just makes all the people saying, yeah, I like manual because you really get to like play with the car, you know? Like everyone says that and it sounds so creepy, but calling it a dick is like, yay. I should anytime someone gets really into talking about stick shift, I should follow up with, man, you must be really good at hand jobs. See how they react. Do not freeze me. I am basically living and dying based off of how much I can stay topped up on my flasks. If my flasks, even for 1 second, disappear, that's precisely why you call it a dick. Good. Like, I'm just dead. Or, like, I'm probably dead. So. Yeah, see? Yeah, like, you can see me slow down and take a lot of damage, just like when my flask finally went off. This is every dickhead's favorite toy. Yeah. Knobby car people can be fun to deal with. Then again, that is in America, where if you see someone driving a manual in America, a higher likelihood than other countries. I know I got a friend in Poland who's like, they just don't have automatic here at all. Or there. Like almost all manual. I wonder if they stopped doing the inspections because it was raining.
The blood is washed away, but I will never forget what you became, Veneer.
Who? Who the fuck's Veneer? Oh, was it Piety's name? Is that Piety's name or Venia is someone else? Or Venia is like someone else's name, like a lore name that I have no fucking idea who it is. Cold resistant. Yeah, I lose some fire resist and a lightning resist, but I for now I need the cold. Plus it gives me more physical damage. Yeah. Level that up. Level 16 heavy strikes. And I can't wait till I get the second ascendancy. I think maybe I might try doing that. Oh. That could have gone so bad for me. Oh man, I'm glad I have these flasks. I'm getting hit with so much cold damage. I will be mega boned. Turboned even. I feel like the enemy density in these axes is like way higher. They must have tuned something up. Because there's no way Like, even though I use it to kill everything I see, there's no way I'm like this high of a level normally. Like, I feel like normally I'm like a couple levels up. Like level 6, no, level 66. I was gonna say this is probably the level I start the goddamn end game at. No, I think it's like 75. Like 8. Start that shit at. Now that I know that I'm reaching end game status when I'm like pianoing my flasks. I'm just like going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I fucking hate. I feel like I should have mentioned this in the Path of Exile video, but I genuinely don't like the flask system in the game. Like, the idea in theory is cool, but it just ends up being like so much power is in flasks that like every combat encounter you're just hitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or sorry 2, 3, 4, 5 because one's probably your healing flask. Like every fucking 5 seconds. And it kind of feels like a snowball effect where like if you're like it's helpful to any build, but if your build like isn't up to snuff, then the flasks aren't necessarily going to save you because they'll run because you're only able to get the flask charges back up enough to actually, you know, do shit. I don't want to deal with this right now. It's a weird mechanic. Like, I get what they're going for. I just don't think it worked out in the end. Like, I think it's just the way it plays, really, because like the flasks are like do have so many cool and unique effects, but it's just the fact that it's just adding APM just to survive longer and do more damage, with like some builds having like special effects, but it just doesn't hit. It doesn't hit the same for me. You know, I'm gonna try Impaler, honestly. I feel like Impaler would be a good idea. Like maybe for clearing I can try that. Because Impaler makes it so that I imply 5 impales on enemies. I don't know what my... No, it's definitely faster than the 5 attacks per second. Like, let's see. Impaler, what does it do? Your hits also impale other nearby enemies. Inflict 5 additional impales, so 6 hits. For 5 seconds after you impale, they cannot be impaled. Oh, I can't call from them. That was the problem. Yeah, I was gonna like impale them and then do the call of steel. But yeah, my attack speed is like, that's like it's almost exact. It's like just under 2 seconds. So yeah, with this Impaler probably, I was on Twitter talking about creative murdering. Pretty basic, to be honest. Fuck! I didn't chug my jugs. And I got thugged in my ugly mug. Where do you find those mugs? At the bar, which is what I'm spitting right now. There's so much water. Why did I drink my flask? Fuck. Now I'm down 1 charge. Alright, I got it back. Not quite how it works. Good enough. Alright, Nico. You here to protect me now? Oh, Jesus. Whew. I'm glad I shrank that shit. Alright, yeah. I hit Q instead of my Call of Steel. I just was a boss. I've been so fucked. Right way. Oh, well, maybe. Maybe it is. Should go like, whoosh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that was the right decision. I do like how blink abilities, you like bypass terrain. It looks so silly. Ouch. Oh, it's Solia, that's why they were like taking so much damage. Now is Pablo going on Twitter talking about some fat new augments coming? I would definitely like me some new augments. They'll come when they come, but God, I want me some augments. Open for some fat goth action. But like, I like a Grey Spirit augments. It's not my cup of tea. That's mostly because of how I build the goth. I like persistence to goth, so pressing 3 to get immune to damage and killing shit is like not my thing. I do like it though. Thundering axe.
I believe in traveling light.
He's a physicist, you see. He believes in traveling light theory.
I can't do this just yet.
I unironically have in Warframe I have pets named after like just individual memes. And I've just decided like a roll with it. Like, for example, not means like have like a naming convention. Like my cats are all Monster Hunter weapons. Like I have hunting horn, light bowgun, heavy bowgun, and switch axe. The dogs are like Dark Souls characters. The or fortify. My Helminth Charger, because I figured there'd be more, are Path of Exile memes. So I have a Helminth Charger named Traveling Light. Oh, that is so easy.
I believe in traveling light.
I don't know, because like the reason it's so funny to me is because him saying I believe in traveling light implies he can take way more shit. He just refuses to carry more. Everyone else is like, oh, I can't carry anymore, or that's too much clutter. He's like, no, I believe in traveling light.
You getting, boy?
My collection must groweth.
Don't do anything.
Alright, probably what I'm gonna do is kill the boss and then just kind of call it, even if it's a bit early. I am so tired. I was doing good. It ain't happening. Yeah, I like that too. Like hyena, your hounds after the hyena pack because you're still desperate to get them as companions. It does suck like that you just can't have them as a skin. Or like having like the regular MOAs over the fancy MOAs. But it's to my understanding the way Warframe does their skins is like super jank. So they have to be like very particular. Like every skin's like deliberate. They can't just like make things blanket. And it's like the reason why I don't think you can do them yet, but apparently it's like the main reason why Zaws don't have skins, because you just can't, like, just the way that they handle skins just makes it impossible or near impossible for Zaws to have skins. Oh, I just made one MOA because like the hounds, once you have like one of them, you can just use any precept from them on any MOA. You don't need more than one. Like outside of mod configs or like getting the mods in the first place. Like at that point, I just buy it from other people. But I guess that would be where your roadblock is. It's a weird system though. I just find it to be weird. For like the modular pets, but like, well, they can use any of the precepts they want. Just the ones you start with are different, and like that's pretty much it. I guess instead of health and armor values, that's like hardly too big of a difference. Back when they came out, you plan on getting one of every possible combination. Jesus, isn't that like several hundred though? Because there's like what, 4 parts for each of the 3 slots? I'm not a statistician. Yeah, okay, good. So I was not too far off. Oh, I already bonked her. Fuck back here. Alright, bonked her good. Now to bonk her. She's been thoroughly bonked. And now bonking her. Fuck back here. And bonk. They're just scared of my bonking power. They can't handle this shit. God damn. Fuck. It'll be the ice bitch that gets me. Give me that cold shoulder. You stop when you realize how many slots you'd have to buy. And yeah, you're just not able to trade or buy class. Would it even be possible to have that many? Would you be at the max slots or something?
A shame. I would have enjoyed further sparring matches with those two.
Because they're women, I get it. That's pretty good. Honestly, the not being able to be stunned for 2 whole seconds is like so good. Like normally you would need ways of getting around being stunned. Like just like having stun like avoidance or like immunity is like so important. But with thankfully with that, I mean you get like because the biggest issue was being chain stunned. Like when you're stunned so often, or like when you get stunned and just keep getting chain stunned, that just sucked ass. Max costs like 1,000 or so. Is it the same for everything? I know it is. I know it is for like weapons, and I think even like maybe warframes. Actually, I know it's for like weapons. Like this one warframes were like a bit different, because there are people who like wanted to get like 500 warframes or whatever, or like I want to get like a million of each copy. And people are finding out, it's like, oh, the cap for warframes, and they have to keep like increasing it because people are reaching the cap of like 300 and 500 or whatever. I figured each one has like different caps. Maybe they made the same cap the same for everyone now. Who knows? I'm definitely not in the market of giving myself way more goddamn work for seemingly nothing. For not much real reason. Like I tried being one of the I'm dedicated to a warframe. Let me form my favorite warframe 100 times. I got to 36 and I wondered, why am I doing this? Like genuinely, why am I doing this? I know I'm not gonna post it on Reddit for like the yuck it up points. I don't care about that. Whereas why am I realistically doing it? Just to give myself some meaningless task to do? I suppose you could say video games as a whole are meaningless, but it just for me, I don't like the idea of giving myself an inane task just to have an excuse to keep playing the video game. Like if I want to play the game just because it was fun, I'd still keep playing it. Because it feels like it's like at least for me, especially with the games that are like a live service stuff, I find that like if you keep trying to like extend your playtime, if you keep trying to extend your playtime by giving yourself like goal after goal after goal after goal, like once you reach your goal and you run out of that motivation, you're gonna find out that burnout has set in a lot faster than you realized. Like the burnout you were trying to stave. That's me. And when I realized, like, man, I'm not like. Honestly, sometimes people also just kind of do things just to do them, even if they're not like deep down, they're kind of not having that much fun. I thought a boss was supposed to be here. That's the one up here. Oh. Oh no, it was a. Oh, that's an Act 4. I was thinking about the boss there. Yeah, this one just has a pack of enemies. I want to point out, even like, so we've been like 5-6 levels higher than like everything so far. Yeah, shit. Run all the way back. The higher level you are, the less like not only do you need more XP for the next level, but it's also you get less XP per enemy. So you can't just farm a low level area because it's like way quicker than it is to farm a higher level one, even if like just because they give you less proportional XP. They also have an XP penalty. And I want to say if you're like 8 levels above a place, you just get no XP, period. So yeah, I think there was actually a good chunk of this stream where I was getting 0 XP because I was too high of a level. That's actually really funny to think about. It might be 10 levels. You did your MOA collection just because you liked the idea of having a lot of MOAs, but you gilded them naturally, but just by playing. That's fair. Like, I'm not against the idea, it's just more like the sheer amount of effort. And like, I did that when I was like in high school, I'm pretty sure. Like trying to 100 form on my chroma. I was like still in high school. Like, I had free time, I didn't have a fucking job. And I was still like, man, I have a better uses of my time than this, personally.
The dark ember remains.
Alright, cool. Quit. And then Warframe players broke new ground with having people who would, oh god, what was it? Broke new ground by having people who would do 1000 forma, or like there was one guy who had 100 forma to Cerberus primes. And I just thought, if that man had sex, I might as well just check out right now. There's no reason for me to keep living. like, no offense to that, but I'm like, Jesus, if someone doing this is able to get with someone, what is my excuse? Also, the last note, you're baffled the mining resources are still 1 minute. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I mean, even just the crafting times being a minute, it's just so stupid and agonizingly slow. I don't know why. Anyways, if you also, since I have this thing on the screen, yeah, there's that video called "Firing an Underwater Weapon." A reminder if anyone wants to go back and watch that. All right, I'm at now, y'all. Remember when fish bait? Remember the fish bait resources? You still regret not getting any of those. I thought the fish bait resources were just the regular fish parts, though. Did they remove the resources? I thought they just removed the recipes. I'm confused. Oh, recipes. Okay. I mean, at least. I guess the mineral, because like the minerals require, like some of them require multiple. Like you have to go mine the shit first to get the refined versions. So I guess it makes sense that they're recipes. But the fact that they're like a 1 minute recipe is just ass. Like it'd be nice if it was like 1 second, you just click done, click done. Oh, you can craft them, okay. Really, huh? I didn't think about that, honestly. Jesus. I still have a copy of my Corpus Void key. From the original, like, I forget what the event was called, but it was like when you had to like wait for alerts. You had to wait for alerts in order to Oh, we get to wait for alerts in order to get Corpus data masses and Corpus nav beacons or some shit. Combine them to make a Corpus void key where you played a capture mission on the old Corpus ships, but like the skybox was like space but inverted. Like it was literally white but with like black stars. And what was it? Fuck. It was a clan event. What we ended up, so my clan was like a 50-man or 30-man or 50-man clan, whatever that tier was. What we actually did was we had like a second clan, a waiting room clan, where we would cycle people in who had data masses and Corpus void keys, so we could just constantly keep running them to bump our clan numbers up and keep rotating them in and out. And we were like, and I'm pretty sure we ended up beating the top clan. I forget if it was close or we beat them by a pretty decent margin. And I think they created a big stink that we were cheating, which to be fair, in hindsight, we absolutely were. I'm be completely honest with you. At the time, I was like, I don't care. But now I'm like, yeah, we cheated. And then I think the Warframe moderators were like, no, I think they actually said like, well, they're using a lot of communication and teamwork for this, so we'll leave it up like that. So I think we got first place in our clan tier. And then I recall hearing that the people in the other clan were so pissed they like ended up just quitting Warframe, like a lot of them did. I'm like, oh. In hindsight, I do kind of feel bad about that. I mean, I was just part of it. I was like, whatever. Even though I was like friends with all the higher ups in the clan, I was like a cog in the machine, just hearing all the people. But in a way, I was like, ah, shit, this meant more to them than it did to us, because I'm just kind of here. I'm like, yeah, let's get where the fucking clan trophy was or some shit, I guess. But like, these people like legitimately were so pissed they quit the game. I mean, I don't know if they ever came back, but. Because this was back when like each clan like usually had their own like website, forum website to like discuss shit. And I think we were like peeking in on them and just being like, hey, what's going on here? I'm like, damn. I do kind of feel like a dick, but I was also like what, 12? I was like -3 when that shit happened, so I had no idea that they were actually like trying for a purpose. I just did it because it was fun to just be involved. Anyways, I'm heading out. I work Friday and I'll be doing some stuff with other people on Tuesday, so it'll be Thursday, I guess. Peace.